When we have not initiated the conversation with somebody, we treat them as if we already did and the conversation went poorly. In other words, we judge them for a discussion we didn't even give them a chance to participate in.
Mhm.
I mean, to me, that's a call to action, right? And it really kind of quantifies the output of inaction to have that conversation. So, I mean, you can pull this one in any thread you want, Craig, but let's maybe kind of start it off with the image of the iceberg as a metaphor for the difficult conversation.
No, well, and it's such a, and I agree with you in terms of the most successful leaders, executives, founders, right, CEOs, they are continually committed to mastering having difficult conversations. And Adam Bryant, the former New York Times columnist and the best-selling author of The Corner Office, I love how he framed it, called them adult conversations. and and to me, what's critical is that a lot of times we don't engage in conversations that are absolutely critical. And so here's the thing is that when we don't address them early on, do they go away? Does the issue, the topic, the concern get smaller? No, it's there. And generally, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
which makes it harder and harder and harder to
Becomes a
address.
self-fulfilling prophecy, essentially, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, so, and what do they say in the medical sciences, right? If you're dealing with your doctor and if something comes up, you want to know early. What do people say? I'm so grateful we caught it early, because
Yeah.
the longer it goes, the much tougher it is to treat. Parallel example within difficult conversations. And I love that you talked about the metaphor of the iceberg, because it's that, well, there can be a lot bigger issue under the surface, right? And then here's the other challenge, which is so important. We know all the things that we're feeling, we know all the things that we're thinking, and we can have this misguided notion that other people, and I see this all the time. Well, I will make a comment where I'm not directly going to address the issue and assume people can see the full extent of
Right.
the iceberg. I'll make a joke, or I will do this, or I will kind of make this observation, and then assume that someone's going to do all the additional work. And this is, once again, a faulty assumption. It leads to more conflict, because then again, we go, how did Darren not know that? Right? Like, I just
Right.
told him that. No, I didn't. I completely went left, right of center as far as I could. And I'm hoping someone else is going to make those leaps for us. And this sets the stage for a lot of tension, a lot of frustration, and a lot of potential difficult conversations and avoidance of them as a result. So for us, being clear around, and I would love to remove the negative energy associated with it, right? It's that we're having authentic discussions. We're having crucial conversations, if you will, things that matter most to us. And that doesn't mean we have to go in and bludgeon someone with what's going on. It's, hey, this has come up, I've seen this, or I've observed that, and just wanted to let you know. That's it. There's not it's important for me to say this out loud. And it has such an extraordinary impact when we can do that. Another amazing opportunity I had was listen to William Ury. So he's one of the top negotiators and conflict experts in the world. And he gets called into all of the most challenging situations globally. And so he wrote Getting to Yes and Getting Past No. And what he shared, and I love this metaphor coming back to it as well, is that no matter what topic you need to discuss with someone, our ability to do that effectively relies on the strength of the container to hold that conversation, right? And I just love that, because if that trust is weak, well, we're not gonna discuss the things that matter, or we're gonna hedge, we're gonna hold back. And what I love about Alan, working together, management system, it's all around. So how do we build the strongest container, the system, if you will, to contain these conversations, to host these conversations, so we can learn and grow and have profound respect and appreciation. And another finding from the conflict literature, right, which is the vast majority of cases, it's not about whether or not we agree and you tell me what I want to hear. What I most want is to recognize and appreciate that you've heard me, even if you choose something else. You've engaged with me respectfully. My opinion matters. If you look at quiet quitting and the great resignation, anything else, well, that's one of the pieces, right? Do people feel heard and valued and a part of where we're going? So much that comes from this line of research.